this is Sam Stone in Den of Geek Studios with Tim, Lauren, and Charles from Crunchyroll, here to preach the gospel of anime to the world. Guys, how are you?
We're good.
We're doing great. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Feeling great. We just got a workout in, so.
We did. We just worked out this morning.
To see the headband.
So one of the big announcements that you guys kind of had this year is that Crunchyroll is adding so many One Piece movies to the service. How is it seeing, making Crunchyroll the definitive place to stream all the One Piece movies?
I mean, it's really cool. Like that's what fans have been asking for. Like, I feel like we see those comments everywhere, having the movies, having the new dub episodes come out. I mean, personally as fans, that's cool for us to get to see it. So it's a little bit of pride and, it's awesome.
Well, another movie that's recently come to Crunchyroll is last year's Dragon Ball Superhero.
Yes.
So now that that's available and, it's fresh off the box office success of last year's film, it's
Number one.
Yes, for that weekend was wild.
The two biggest anime brands in the world, Dragon Ball and One Piece, are now on Crunchyroll. How is it to get the family together and just kind of have everything at your fingertips?
I mean, it's cool to see the fans' reactions to this stuff. Like when we say these things in panels or let fans know that this news is happening, to hear people just lose it, that's what's really cool. So you got the Dragon Ball fans losing their minds, the One Piece fans losing their minds. That's the coolest part.
Well, and especially with something like Dragon Ball, which is about to turn 40 in terms of the original OG Dragon Ball. What do you notice when you're seeing different generations of fans, including new fans that are just discovering it for the first time?
So many families. Seriously, so many families.
Yeah.
So many stories of I got my little sister into Dragon Ball, or my little brother, or my
nephew,
dad made
my
me
cousin.
watch it.
Yeah.
So that is 100% one of those anime that goes through the generations. And now we see the younger anime fans coming up, joining the ranks.
Fresh off the, doing all the athletic stuff, for, this morning and working out with Crunchyroll, do you, how is it seeing the motivation of Goku training in the hyperbolic chime chamber? Do you guys have a favorite Super Saiyan transformation?
Well, I did watch a lot of Dragon Ball. As you can see on my statue, I did not do the hyperbolic time chamber workouts. I did a bare minimum of that. But yes, I did. I was motivated to watch the next episode.
In terms of new content coming to Crunchyroll, you've also announced that Fluffy Paradise and Shy have just joined the family.
Yes.
What can fans kind of expect from these two new series available to stream on Crunchyroll?
This young lady, 27, she dies from overworking. It's so tragic. And then she gets reincarnated, the classic reincarnation story. And God's like, what power do you want? You
get to choose
every
something.
Reincarnated character in an isekai gets a power up. And this person goes, yeah, I want to pet every single fluffy animal that I can find. And then, boom, that's
Genius.
their special power.
Genius.
So now they're in the world, they're petting animals, they're petting beasts, they're petting monsters. The fluffiest, chillest, wholesomest anime coming soon.
Yeah, the chillest anime that ever chilled is
Coming
literally
soon.
the tagline for it.
Shy, I'm actually a big fan of the manga. It's about a character, a girl, in a world where superheroes have brought world peace. The main hero of Japan is a very, very shy girl. Extremely shy. Her hero name is Shy. You get to find out how, they break out of their shell. She's finding, herself, and you get to really see a good cast of characters just have a good hero time.
Another big announcement is that Crunchyroll's recently entered a licensing agreement with Jazzwares, so we can get some primo collectibles from Crunchyroll brands like My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen. How is it seeing all these things brought to life, and what are some of your prized possessions for anime collectibles?
For collectibles, I'm personally a big art book person. That's my favorite. I love art books. I also really like when we do vinyl releases for stuff. Those speak to my heart.
I'm a trinkets collector. If you give me a trinket, if you give me a figurine or a trinket from the anime, I'm grabbing that. I'm taking that. So I have a big Devilman collection. I just have a bunch of different Devilman stuff. Golden Kamuy is another one that I enjoy collecting.
I didn't know
One
that.
Piece.
I didn't know that.
One Piece. There's a whole bunch of One Piece I got. I got it gifted by a fan too that I have. It's like a cowboy Luffy going yeehaw. So I think that's one of my prized possessions.
Charles, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, I love posters, so I love all the characters of the that's the thing is I go to merch, I watch the posters, I got Goku, I got everybody.
When you're working out, do you have any anime inspirations? Is it Vegeta training at 300 times gravity? Is it, Hajime no Ippo getting his boxing on? Do you have any athletic or training inspirations in that regard?
Yeah, I think one of the greatest things that we see is they're always working with their body weight. So the workouts that we did today was all body weight. They're comfortable and they're able to move with their own selves. And so whenever they're using any kind of outside weight, it's usually like a boulder or a fridge. The All Might isn't out there just doing, the hammer curl machines, to get that big arm. What he's doing is just out there in the environment and working. So we did a lot of like martial arts style training, opened up the body. And so what I like about it too is it's a high rep count. So they're always going to failure. You see a training arc for a character, they're always like on the beach training for months, for days, and then they fail and then they get back up and they do it again. And I think that's so motivational. I know when I work out, I got all the theme music playing. I got My Hero Academia playing. I'm watching Crunchyroll on the screen. If you're looking for some motivation, there's nothing more motivating than what these characters are going through.
I think we got time for one more. And, what else can you tease with everything coming to Crunchyroll, through the rest of 2023?
Beyond Journey's End, check that one out.
For Black Butler fans, huge announcement. There is more Black Butler coming.
2024.
Yes, and this is not a reboot. This is new manga being adapted. Like, this is actual.
If you guys saw the preview
season.
video, it's looking crisp too. They're putting 4K smell-o-vision, the whole lot. It's looking so good.
Never seen Sebastian look like this before. Y'all aren't ready.
You guys aren't ready.
I mean, between that and the end of Attack on Titan coming later this year, Crunchyroll fans are going to be eating well.
Eating well.
Good.
Eating well.
Tonight, tomorrow, and
Yes.
the time next year.
This is Sam Stone in Den of Geek Studios with Tim, Lauren, and Charles. Stay tuned to Den of Geek for more San Diego Comic-Con coverage.